watching Sunday Sound Off with Frank Boal.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Sound Off, where you get a chance to be part of the conversation on everything sports. Tweet us your questions and comments using the hashtag Sunday Sound Off. Let's introduce tonight's panel. Of course, in the captain's chair, Seren Petro, Sports Radio 810 WHB, program 10 to 2 every day. Seren, how are you this Sunday?
Francis, I am well. How are you, my friend? No snow on us. We're not getting pounded by snow. Warm weather, you know. And we're trying to figure out what's wrong with a team that's only lost 3 times. It's great times.
I know. We love poking the bear in the eye. TJ Carpenter from Sports Night on Sports Radio 810 and one of the 2 millennials on the panel tonight. How are you?
I'm doing good. I've learned a lot in my travels over the last couple of weeks, namely from Andy Reid how to bring it all 64 minutes of a football game. So I'm going to bring it all 34 minutes of tonight's show.
Okay, and that's the way we roll, right? And Rustin Dodd is joining us for the first time. He writes, of course, for the Kansas City Star. Rustin, you're transitioning from the Kansas beat writer over to the Kansas City Royals. Congratulations on the promotion.
Thanks, Frank. I'm a little disappointed that it took me to cover the Royals for you to invite me on this show.
Well, you know what?
I've been covering Kansas for like 4 years. We could have been doing this.
Here we go. All right, that's it. Thanks, Rustin. And this will be the last time Rustin will be. No, I'm only kidding, Rustin. Thanks for being here. Gentlemen, here are hot topics for the evening. When the Big 12 expands, which schools would you like to see? Notice I said when, not if. Do you like the idea of the DH in the National League? And number 3, Super Bowl 50, who you got? But first, to our question of the week, is Kansas a Final Four team? And Seren, you probably said it best. There they are, sitting at or near the top of the top 25. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, based on what Rustin was just saying, I mean, Blair Kirkhoff, I mean, he does every other gig down there. You got to force him out, Rustin. That's the key. Guy's down there pounding on the door right now trying to get in here. No, but seriously, is KU a Final Four team in this season? Yes. I mean, I think one of the things we've all got to get our arms around is it's a different kind of college basketball year. There's no Andrew Wiggins and Joel Embiid on this Kansas team, but there isn't a Wiggins and Embiid anywhere in college basketball. There's a Ben Simmons at LSU, but the rest of the talent around him isn't great. But the other guys like Scalavissier at Kentucky, they're not living up to those greatness type freshmen that we're used to over the last couple of years. So Kansas has its warts, so does every team in college basketball. They're as good as anybody else out there. They'll need to be hot when they get into the NCAA tournament. But I think this is just the incredibly high standard that Kansas has built for itself. They don't have a bad resume. They're having a fine season. Problem is, guys like Frank Boal, who say they had to have a 24-6 run to erase a 12-point deficit. We don't celebrate the 24-6 run. They had to have it.
That's it. Yeah.
They're a victim of their own success.
You got DJ. What do you think?
Well, I would say, just ask Bill Self. Bill Self, after the game, said that all of his great teams shared this one thing in common, that he felt 4 out of 5 times they'd win on the road. And he doesn't feel that way about this team. And unfortunately for Kansas, they don't play the tournament at Allen Fieldhouse. We know that they can win at Allen Fieldhouse. We know they're great in that building. They can make 24-point runs at Allen Fieldhouse. They can do magical things there. They can't do it on the road. They can't do it at neutral sites. They've had issues away from Allen Fieldhouse, and that's where the tournament is played. So I would say it's true for every team in college basketball right now. Nobody is definitively a Final Four team right now. The field is pretty even right now, but I would say that Kansas is certainly not. They have not separated themselves from the group without question.
Rustin, you know this team probably better than anybody. What are your thoughts about Bill Self's squad?
Yeah, I don't think this is a classically great Kansas team. I don't think it's as good as the 2008 team. I don't think it's as good as the 2010 or the 2011 team. But can it be a Final Four team? Yes. This team doesn't have the pros that a lot of the teams have had in Kansas's past. I mean, they don't have first-round picks on this team, and the first-round picks they do have aren't playing right now. But as Seren said, the college basketball landscape right now, there are no great teams out there. There's no Kentucky of last year. There's no Duke. Kansas also has one thing on its side. They have great guard play. At least they can have great guard play. And if they get great guard play in March, this team can definitely go to the Final Four.
All right, up next, our hot topics. You're watching Sunday Sound Off.